It's book reading challenge day 28. How are you doing today? Yes, welcome to my channel. It's NK here once again, and I'm so glad to be doing this with you once again. Happy weekend! Happy weekend! Thank God it's Friday. Oh, I love Fridays. I love Saturdays. I love Sundays. But Mondays, no. Tuesdays, no. Wednesdays, no. I'm joking. I'm just joking. Okay, so how are you doing? How are you, your family, your work, your business, your school? How's your life? Your friends, everything. How are you doing today? So, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, this is a book reading challenge where we pick a book and we read for some time and we share what we've learned. So if you have a book lying around, enough scrolling. I dare you, pick a book right now. Pick a book that you know has been crying to you. Read me, read me, read me. Pick a book right now. One chapter a day is not going to do you any harm. Pick a book right now and join me in this book reading challenge. Yes, let your phone do watching for once. It's enough. I mean, in 24 hours, you're just having like 15 minutes, 13 minutes to study, and just relax, okay? So, yeah, it's actually good. Like, on a more serious note, reading a book does a lot of good to you, for you. So, and it's something that I've learned, I've experienced. This is my first time, so it's not like I'm an expert or something. Don't tell anyone. Okay, so it's day 28, and I'm so glad to be doing this, guys, because it's something that I've always wanted to do, but because of my naughty self and procrastinating self, and I always tend to procrastinate the whole habit. It's a habit that I love to inculcate, even for my kids, my future kids. But I discovered I would have to, learn it first. I would have to, you know, enjoy doing that habit first before I can be able to convince someone to do it. Yeah, so I see you guys as my accountability partner. So if I'm doing it with you, it's encouraging, it's motivating, but doing it alone, something like this, isn't easy. So that's why this challenge started. Mm. Okay, so we are on the book How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. So if you've got a book, if it's not this one, it's fine. As long as you have a book and you're having a time to study, a time to refresh, your time to relieve yourself of the tension of the day, no distractions, no phone, no texting, no social media, no calls, just you and your book and just relaxing, okay? You can have a cup of tea, you can have a drink, you can have some snacks, you can have some fruits. Just make sure that you're doing something aside social media and all those regular distractions. Okay, so just to do a recap of what we learned on this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And like I always say, if you want to improve your relationships, your friendships, if you're a leader, if you're a family man or family woman, you're a child, you want to have good relationship with your siblings, whatever case, as long as it has to do with a human being, you need this book. Dale Carnegie is an expert in human relations, and this book is endowed with a lot of principles, a lot of lessons, a lot of examples, so, and it's easy to apply. Let me not speak wrong English. It's easy to apply in your life, like you can implement it in any area of your life. Believe me. Okay, so I love yesterday's principle. I love yesterday's principle so much. It talks about praise. It talks about praise. And it kind of reminds me of the first principle which we learned from this book, and that is the three negative C's: criticism, complaints, and condemnation. So if you are the kind of person, if you're the kind of person who, you know, does a lot of this, like most of your day, you interact with these three negatives, you know it's something that you have to, take a different approach when you're speaking with people. Take a different approach, okay? Instead of criticism, instead of complaining, instead of condemning someone, no matter how bad or their behavior is or what they've done wrong, try praise. That's what the principle yesterday was all about. Try praise. Why not try praise? So the principle 6 is about, let me just read it out for you. Praise the slightest improvement and praise every improvement. I'm going to read it out again. Praise the slightest improvement and praise every improvement. Okay? Be hearty in your approbation and lavish in your praise. So, let me read it out, a place that I highlighted. Yes, you who are reading these lines possess powers of various sorts, which you habitually fail to use. And one of these powers you are probably not using to the fullest extent is your magic ability to praise people and inspire them with a realization of their latent possibilities. That says a lot. So all it's trying to say is that we've got a superpower, and your superpower is the ability to be able to praise people. That because praise brings out the best of people. It brings out the good sides of them. So that's your superpower, and you're not using it. I'm not using it, and it's something I want to start using. So, yay! I found my superpower. Okay, so another place I highlighted is, remember, we all crave appreciation and recognition, and we'll do almost anything to get it. But nobody wants insincerity. Nobody wants flattery. So that's another point that Dale Carnegie raised. He says there's a difference between, appreciation and flattery. Appreciation is specific. Flattery is general. Oh my God, I'm so glad I remembered that. Wow, proud of me. Okay, so yeah, so if you're appreciating someone, it should be specific. So when you're saying, oh wow, I am so happy you joined this company, I'm so glad you joined this company, wow, that is somewhat flattering. But when you go deep, mentioning particular areas where you're so glad the person joined the company, then that's truly appreciation. Okay, so I'm so glad you joined this company. Ever since you joined this company, I mean, particularly the accounts department, it's like our finances, the whole financing, everything has been in order. It has been organized. I mean, I've never seen a manager who has been able to achieve this. So that's appreciation. That's because it's coming from your heart. It's something that you personally feel. Okay, but when you're saying, when it's flattery, you're like, oh wow, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you joined us. Yes. Oh no. We are so glad to have you. That is flattery, please. Okay, so I just love that principle. They kind of get pointed out, like, so good, and it's a good lesson for me as well, because I tend to always be like to be on the good side of people. But I think it's something that I have to start implementing in my life, giving honest appreciation, not just doing it because I don't want to be on their bad sides, but doing it because I truly mean it, and it's something that I feel deep down. So let me highlight another thing. Let me read that thing and highlight it here. Use of praise instead of criticism is a basic concept of B.F. Skinner's teaching. If you know about B.F. Skinner, one of the greatest psychologists, and he propounder of the reinforcement theory. Okay, so this great contemporary psychologist has shown by experiments with animals and with humans that when criticism is minimized and praise emphasized, the good things people do will be reinforced and the poorer things will atrophy. Atrophy. Wow, that's a new word. I've not heard of that word. I need to mark it down. Atrophy. Atrophy. Is it atrophy? Atrophy. 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 For lack of attention. I need to check that one out. I've never heard of it before. Okay, so you see that's one of the advantages of book reading. You get to upgrade your vocabulary. Mm. Mm. Okay, so yeah, so that's what the principle is about. That's what the principle is about. So if you want to motivate people, if you're a team leader, or your father, your mother, or your sibling, an elder sibling, you want to motivate someone, you know, to be able to be their best, to become their best, to achieve success. Okay, start with praise. Praise the slightest improvement and praise every improvement. Okay, limit your criticism, limit your condemnation, limit your complaining. Yeah, so I'm gonna go off mic for some time and just to be able to digest another new knowledge and information today. Yeah, so I'll talk to you soon. If you don't have this book, please pick a book crying to you to be read. I know there are one or two around you, so pick a book and just have some time to relax, let your brain learn something new today. Invest in your mind. I'll talk to you soon. Hola, I'm back. Okay. I don't know where that came from, but okay. Yeah, so I love this principle so much. It talks about giving the other person a fine reputation to live up to. Give the other person a fine reputation to live up to. Okay, so let me explain it. Let me explain it. All right, so I highlighted something here. The average person, said Samuel Vauquelin, then then president of the Baldwin Locomotive Works, can be led readily if you have his or her respect, and if you show that you respect that person for some kind of ability. Now, um, what this um, um, what this principle is about is, um, if you'd like to bring out the good side of someone, give them a reputation that they can live up to. Hmm. Give them a fine reputation they can live up to. So, for instance, Dale Carnegie gave an example of a teacher who was having trouble with a kid. A kid in the classroom, the kid was troublesome. The kid was always causing, troubles for others. Always being rebellious in the class. But the kid was intelligent, and he was able to catch up easily with any sort of subject or any sort of concept. You know, homework, those things, he was good at it, but he was troublesome. I mean, he was having, like, behavioral issues and all. So, and the teacher was frustrated, and then she had to tell the head teacher about it. So one day the head teacher came to the class, just randomly came to the class, and started checking on the kids in the class. And she started commenting, "Oh, Alice, you're so good. You look so pretty in the dress. Oh, you look so good. I heard you've been having good grades. Well done." She was lavishing praises. And when she got to the boy who was always rebellious, always causing trouble in the class, she gave him a good praise as well. She was like, "Wow, I know, David, that you are going to be a great leader one day. I mean, you have all the features. You have all the features of a good leader. You're intelligent. You're..." So she lavished him with praise, and she was like, "I'm going to make you, the class representative from now on. So anybody who is having any problem in the class, or anyone who is, having issues with bullying, they come to you, and you come to me." Okay. So she gave him that sort of responsibility. She made him feel important. And after hearing all those, praises, and the new position and status he had in the class, he had to live up to that reputation. He had to live up to that expectation. I mean, he wouldn't let the head teacher down, and she wasn't let down. At least that was testimony. So it's actually interesting. So you can be able to give someone a fine reputation that they wouldn't be able to reject, that they would be so unable to reject. They would be keen on living up to. Yeah, so I actually love this. I love it. I mean, it's just you sparking up, trying to spark up a good side of someone that even the person doesn't know about. Maybe in a person's life, all they have ever had is, "You're so bad, you're so stubborn, you're so nutty, you never listen." It's all negative, 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 and they've come to accept that, "Oh, maybe I'm just negative. Maybe I'm negative, so I'm going to start acting negative. Let me just be negative. I'm going to be negative." They've accepted that as their personality, as their psyche. They've accepted that. So you coming in to change this pattern just by one phrase, just with one phrase. I mean, I'm going to say that someone actually said something good to me that made me continue posting on YouTube. Yeah. I when I started, I think I launched my YouTube channel in May 2024. And when I started, it was all rosy, I was feeling so hyped, like, yes, I'm gonna do this, I'm not gonna stop posting, I'm gonna be consistent per day. But after posting and making videos, and I actually do all my editing, video editing, everything I do it myself. So, you know, I was feeling so high, so positive, so hyped, so everything. And gradually, as the audience retention became harder for me, I, I felt like I had to start practically begging people to join my YouTube channel, to be a member of my YouTube channel, to subscribe. To subscribe. It was so hectic. I mean, I would post and post good quality content, but it wasn't catching audience. There was not much audience engagement. It was so frustrating that I gave up at some point. I mean, I just gave up. I went to other social media platforms like Instagram and other platforms, and I almost forgot about YouTube. I was like, "Ah, I don't think I can continue with this YouTube anymore. It's too hard." And many others were also telling me it's too hard. It's too hard. And I began to accept that maybe it's just too hard. Maybe it's not just me. I mean, I don't know how others did it, but maybe it's not just me. Like, maybe it's not time. It's not time for me. But one day, I mean, one of my colleagues at work, on campus, she just came up to me and she was like, "You are a shining star." And I was like, and she kept repeating it, and she kept holding me and kept hugging me. And I don't know, the context she meant, she meant it for. I don't know if she was just saying it randomly, just trying to encourage me. But she had no idea what that one sentence did. From that day, I said to myself, I am a shining star. I mean, I have to let people know this. I mean, I know that God has blessed me with a lot deep down. And I shouldn't stop. A star doesn't stop shining. Even when no one notices. It's still there shining. It doesn't care if anyone notices or not. It doesn't care. So that hit me. I was like, wow. So from that day, I just kept doing my thing. I would post on YouTube. If you get it, if you don't get it, if it goes high, if it doesn't go high, it's okay. But I know that at least one person views it, and that one person is blessed. That is my prayer. That God, every post I make, if one person views it and that person is blessed, I'm fulfilled. Yeah. So you never know what that one phrase, that one sentence will do. You never know what that one phrase or sentence will do to a person. Okay? So no matter how that person is, if that person is bad, if that person is good, that one phrase, just saying that one positive, encouraging phrase, sentence, can change that person's life forever. So powerful, so powerful. I mean, I'm blessed already. Thank God. Glory, hallelujah. Okay, so it was an amazing time. I love it. I love this principle. I love it so much, guys. Thank you so much for doing this with me. It was such an amazing time. Yeah, like I say always, if you would like to get this book, please feel free. I'm sure you can get it in any bookshop wherever you are, any good bookshop wherever you are, because there's no bookshop that wouldn't want to have this book, at least a copy of this book. If it's a paperback, if it's a hard copy, this book should be available wherever you are. So if you'd like to improve your relationships, your friendships, I recommend this book for you. Okay? Yeah. Thank you so much for another beautiful day, amazing time of book reading. Thank you for doing this with me. So glad to have you. Without you, I don't think we will be doing this. I don't think I'll be achieving this. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you. Thank you for your support always. Thank you. If you I feel emotional. All right, so take care, okay? Take care of yourself. God be with you. God bless you. And never forget your mind is formidable. Bye.